In the aftermath of Tito Jackson's sudden passing, his sister Janet Jackson has made the difficult decision to cancel her performance at the highly anticipated DSTV Delicious Festival in Johannesburg, South Africa. Tito Jackson, a cherished member of the legendary Jackson 5, passed away at the age of 70, leaving his family and fans in deep mourning. Festival organizers expressed their sincere condolences to Janet and the entire Jackson family during this challenging time, acknowledging the immense grief they are facing. Janet's absence from the festival is deeply felt by her fans, but her decision to be with her family underscores the importance of coming together during such a devastating loss, especially for someone whose family has made such a profound impact on the music world. Janet Jackson's announcement to withdraw from the DSTV Delicious Festival, a major event celebrating music, food, and culture, came just days after her brother's unexpected death. As a headlining performer, Janet's appearance at the festival was one of the most eagerly anticipated events of the weekend. This would have marked her first major performance in South Africa in several years, and fans in Johannesburg were excited to see the iconic singer take the stage. However, given the circumstances, many fans have expressed their understanding and support for her decision to prioritize her family during this time of sorrow. In an official statement released by her team, Janet shared her profound sorrow over Tito's passing, emphasizing the need to be with her loved ones as they navigate this challenging period. The Jackson family, known for their tight-knit relationships, has always stood by one another through personal and professional challenges. Tito's death has only reinforced the importance of family solidarity during such trying times. Janet's choice to be with her family during this moment of grief reflects her commitment to supporting those she loves and prioritizing family bonds over professional commitments. Tito Jackson, a founding member of the legendary Jackson 5, was instrumental in the group's rise to fame and contributed significantly to their success. His sudden passing from a suspected heart attack has sent shockwaves through the music world, with tributes pouring in from fans and fellow artists alike. Tito, known for his steady presence within the Jackson family, will be remembered not only for his contributions to music, but also for his role as a beloved father and mentor. His legacy as part of one of the most influential musical families in history is undeniable. The DSTV Delicious Festival organizers released a heartfelt statement offering their condolences to Janet and the entire Jackson family. They acknowledged the profound loss and expressed their understanding of Janet's decision to step back from the event. While the festival will continue with other performers and festivities, Janet's withdrawal serves as a poignant reminder of the personal challenges that even music legends face. The organizers expressed their support for Janet and her family, extending their deepest sympathies during this period of mourning. Tito Jackson's death is a significant loss for the Jackson family, who have experienced multiple personal tragedies over the years. His passing follows the tragic death of his younger brother, Michael Jackson, in 2009, who was only 50 years old at the time. As a founding member of the Jackson 5, Tito played a key role in shaping the musical legacy of the Jackson family alongside his brothers, Michael, Jackie, Jermaine, and Marlon, with Randy later joining the group. His contributions to some of the most iconic tracks in music history are well recognized, and his steady presence within the family will be greatly missed. The Jackson family has long been known for their resilience and strength, both in their personal lives and professional endeavors. Despite the extraordinary success they have achieved, they have also faced significant heartache. Janet's decision to be with her family during this difficult time is a testament to the enduring bond shared among the Jackson siblings. As the world continues to mourn the loss of Tito, fans around the globe are sending their thoughts and prayers to Janet and the rest of the Jackson family. Tito's sons, Taj, Terrell, and TJ Jackson, who make up the R&B trio 3T, announced their father's death in an emotional statement shared on social media. The brothers expressed their profound grief and shared heartfelt memories of their father, whom they fondly referred to as Papa T and Coach. In their statement, they said, "It is with heavy hearts that we announce that our beloved father, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Tito Jackson, is no longer with us. We are shocked, saddened, and heartbroken. Our father was an incredible man who cared about everyone and their well-being." They continued, "Some of you may know him as Tito Jackson from the legendary Jackson 5. Some may know him as Coach Tito, or some know him as Papa T. Nevertheless, he will be missed tremendously. It will forever be Tito time for us. Please remember to do what our father always preached, and that is to love one another. We love you, Pops, your boys, Taj, Terrell, and TJ." Tito Jackson's contributions to the music world and his role as a father and mentor cannot be overstated. His son's tribute emphasizes the tremendous impact he had, not just as a musician, but also as a guiding force in their lives. Tito's death marks another painful chapter for one of the most famous families in music history, leaving fans and loved ones around the world in mourning. Despite the public and personal heartbreak they have faced, the Jackson family continues to emphasize the importance of love and unity, values that Tito always upheld. Janet Jackson's decision to step back from the DSTV Delicious Festival to be with her family is a reflection of her commitment to those she loves. While her absence will undoubtedly be felt by festival goers who were eagerly anticipating her performance, many have expressed their support and understanding. As tributes continue to pour in for Tito, a beloved member of the Jackson 5, the world remembers not only his immense contributions to music, but also the enduring legacy of love, unity, and resilience that he and his family represent. In conclusion, Janet Jackson's withdrawal from the DSTV Delicious Festival is a poignant reminder of the strong bond shared by the Jackson family. As they mourn the loss of Tito, fans and supporters around the world continue to send their condolences, honoring not only Tito's musical legacy, but also the family's commitment to supporting one another through life's most challenging moments. Katherine Jackson, the mother of the late pop icon Michael Jackson, finds herself entrenched in a long-standing legal battle over her son's estate. Despite years of involvement in disputes over decisions made by the estate's co-executors, her recent efforts to contest a significant financial move have reached a definitive conclusion, leaving her efforts seemingly futile. Earlier this year, Katherine objected to the estate's decision to sell half of Michael's extensive music catalog to Sony Music Group for a staggering $600 million. The sale, which was finalized in February, was met with Katherine's disapproval as she argued that the co-executors acted in secrecy without consulting or informing her. This lack of communication led her to challenge the transaction in court, aiming to halt the sale. Katherine sought legal recourse through the courts, but by the beginning of summer, the probate court reached a tentative ruling that delivered a substantial blow to her case. The court rejected her appeal, stating that it lacked merit, thereby granting the estate the authority to proceed with the sale. This ruling marked a pivotal moment in the case, making it highly unlikely that Katherine could prevent or reverse the transaction. Her objections to the estate's management stem from her ongoing concerns about transparency and the decisions being made regarding her late son's assets. Since Michael's death in 2009, the estate, co-managed by John Branca and John McClain, has overseen a series of financial decisions, some of which have been highly lucrative. However, Katherine has remained vigilant, ensuring that the estate's decisions align with what she believes Michael would have wanted. For Katherine, the sale of such a significant portion of Michael's music catalog is particularly contentious. The catalog, which includes some of Michael's most iconic and valuable works, is seen as a part of the lasting legacy of one of the most influential musicians in history. Selling half of it to Sony, even for such a substantial sum, raises questions about the long-term stewardship of Michael's creative contributions. The court's recent decision underscores the challenges Katherine has faced in opposing the estate. Despite being the matriarch of the Jackson family, her legal standing in contesting the co-executors' decisions has often been limited. The court highlighted in its ruling that her appeal lacked the necessary merit to halt the sale, reflecting the legal protections and autonomy given to the estate managers. This ruling may signal the closing of one chapter in the ongoing saga surrounding Michael Jackson's estate, but also highlights the complexity and emotional weight involved in managing the legacy of such a beloved and prolific artist. While the sale to Sony represents a significant financial gain, it also sparks ongoing debates about who ultimately controls Michael's legacy and whether these decisions align with his wishes and the best interests of his family. Catherine Jackson's loss in this legal dispute sheds light on the challenging reality many families face when navigating the management of a famous relative's estate, particularly when it involves significant financial assets and intellectual property that hold cultural importance. Despite her best efforts, the ruling appears to have closed the door on her ability to reverse the estate's decision, leaving the future of Michael Jackson's catalog partially in the hands of corporate entities. The Los Angeles Appeals Court officially rejected Catherine's objections to the sale of half of Michael Jackson's music catalog, siding once again with the executors of the late pop star's estate. The court's decision, which echoes previous rulings from lower courts, not only reinforces the estate's legal authority to sell assets, but also diminishes Catherine's ability to block future decisions made by the executors. This ruling brings a significant conclusion to Catherine's legal battle over the $600 million deal with Sony Music Group, allowing the sale to proceed without further obstruction. One of the primary reasons Catherine Jackson's appeal was dismissed was due to her failure to raise certain arguments in lower courts. Specifically, the appeals court rejected her claim that the sale violated the terms of Michael Jackson's will. According to court documents, Catherine forfeited her contention that the transaction violated Michael's wishes because she did not present this argument in the original probate hearings. This procedural oversight effectively nullified one of her main legal arguments, leaving the court with little choice but to uphold the prior ruling. Catherine had long maintained that selling assets from her late son's music catalog would be against his wishes, as Michael Jackson had expressed a desire to maintain ownership of his valuable works. However, the court documents revealed that she ultimately acknowledged the broad powers granted to the estate's executors under the terms of Michael's will. The will specifically grants co-executors John Branca and John McClain the authority to sell or manage assets as they see fit, as long as the sales benefit the estate and its beneficiaries. In her objections, Catherine did not deny that these powers existed, but argued that the estate should have involved more consultation with family members, particularly those closest to Michael. Despite Catherine's objections, the court noted that she was the only beneficiary of the estate to formally object to the sale. This fact, emphasized in the court's ruling, demonstrated a lack of broader family resistance to the transaction, further weakening her appeal. Michael Jackson's 3 children, Prince, Paris, and Biggie Jackson, who are also beneficiaries of the trust, did not object to the deal, lending more weight to the estate's argument that the sale was in the best interest of all parties involved. The court's decision to uphold the previous rulings closes a contentious chapter in the long-running legal disputes surrounding Michael Jackson's estate. Since Michael's death in 2009, his estate has generated substantial revenue through a series of high-profile deals, including music rights sales, partnerships, and merchandising. The sale to Sony of half of Michael's music catalog is one of the most significant transactions in recent years. While it brought in considerable money, it also stirred concerns from Catherine, who has repeatedly questioned the transparency and motives of the estate's executors. The appeals court ruling not only grants final approval for the sale to proceed, but also reinforces the executor's autonomy in managing the estate's assets.